Okay, so you run this place.
Not really, Tony. There is a manager that actually runs the place. I am one of the senior brokers
Oh, okay.
on the floor.
Got you, got you. Oh, you look like
So
you run
many
the
of
place.
these offices are occupied by senior brokers.
Ah, okay.
And
See,
some junior ones too. So
some junior. Oh, okay. I want to be a junior too. I'm a junior motivational speaker in here. Everybody go to work. Let's go. This is awesome. Oh, look at that view. And so what goes on over here?
So this is my team's area, and so many of the administrative functions as well as the junior brokers sit outside here in these cubes.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Man, in every square inch, it's almost like everybody has a view here.
Oh yeah.
This is,
Yeah, one of the design concepts of this office was that we wanted to make it as open and airy and as accessible to light as we possibly could. So if you'll notice, all of the offices have floor-to-ceiling glass, glass walls. And so if you're sitting out here, you still get light, natural light from the sun and so on and so forth, and you can see outside. Many offices, older offices, actually have offices that were closed off, and so you had the senior people in the closed off offices, they got the view, but the people who sat out in the cubes in the center got no natural light. And that design concept is no longer in effect.
right. So what you guys are doing is changing the game. Everybody should enjoy.
Oh, absolutely.
I like that.
Absolutely.
I like that. I like that. You see that, guys? Shark mindset, feeding its family, making sure they're taken care of. Sharks hanging out with sharks. I love it. This is awesome, man. Now, I gotta ask, do you see helicopters or airplanes ever? Like,
All the time.
because I feel like I'm in a movie right now. This was like
All
a
the
movie set.
time.
I'm like, this is the Matrix.
All the time.
This is awesome.
And not only do you see helicopters, but you also see a lot of the military planes and jets and helicopters. They fly up and down the 110 freeway here, which is just below us, and they actually fly at window height here, and it's quite exciting to see all of that going on.
Man, I love it. Perspective. I love the world you have created. So here we are in your office, and it's a corner office. This is awesome. What is the hardest thing you've done in this office? Like, I mean, did you ever have some deals where you're just like, you get frustrated, where your hours endless in here? Like, give me those blood, sweat, and tears. Did you ever have those moments where you're like, honey, I'm not coming home. I'm gonna do an all-nighter?
Sure. All the time.
Oh, all the time?
All the time, yes.
Oh.
It's, I will say that the frequency of actually doing all-nighters lately has not been as great. And quite frankly, I think a lot of it is because we have employees to do a lot more work. But back in the day when I was kind of by myself and I was just starting out, I had no employees, it was just me. And so I constantly was pulling all-nighters, and today with the advent of the internet and you know, faster than light communication, we can work from pretty much anywhere. So the all-nighters actually occur in my home office in front of my computer, because that's where the work gets done.
Right.
Offices today are not as populated as back in the day, when telecommuting was not that big a thing.
Right.
So today this is just mainly used for meeting, both meeting teams, like every Monday morning at 9:30 we have team meetings where we go over the status of every transaction that we're working on. And then this office is used for meetings of clients who are interested in selling their property or finding property to buy. That's why we have a giant monitor there, so that we can pull up Google Earth and we can tour them through the property. Back in the day, before we had all of this telecommunications, we used to hop in the car and we used to actually drive the real estate. Today, very rarely do we drive the real estate. It's all done on Google Earth. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh, wow. Now, the kids who are watching, and I'm just looking at it from an outside perspective, if we were here to apply for a job to work for you, because like we were just back there, I know you've got employees, what would be some of the requirements on what it would take for people like myself and kids who look at you and say, hey, I want to be just like you? What would it take for us to get a job here?
So that's a very good question, and quite frankly, I think that the real simple answer is I need to see that you have the fire in the belly. I can teach you commercial real estate, but I can't teach you fire in the belly. You've got to have the burning desire to succeed, to want to sell giant buildings like the one that we're in, and be successful. You have to have a huge self-starting capability. And eventually, you know, I'll kind of guide you and teach you the business. But eventually, my goal is to see you go off on your own and be successful.
Wow.
What's that saying? Give a man a fish and he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish and he eats for the rest of his life. That's my philosophy.
There we go. Man, you guys like it. I love it. This is what I live for, the passion. Let me tell you guys something. What I do, no one's paying me to do this. This is the drive. I am driving myself to success. What he's saying is such an inspiration, and it takes me and just like, I need to step up. I need to level up. And level up isn't just something you say, it's something you do, you guys. And being here and seeing all this, as much as you're inspired, I'm inspired. Listen to what he's saying. The fire in the belly. You're not going to get that in school. You're not going to get that sometimes at home. But if you have that within, this is what they're looking for. This is what it takes to be part of that 1%. And when I say 1%, you guys, I'm not necessarily talking about people who are millionaires or billionaires. It's that mindset of, I have a gift, I'm going to go for it. And there's no plan B. There's the meantime, but I'm going to do whatever it takes to get there. And here's proof. Like I said, you guys, I'm going to tell you and I'm going to show you. This is what it is. Now, for me, seeing all of this, knowing the years, knowing the heartache, do you ever have a hard time balancing? Because I know you're married and I heard you had a kid. Do you ever have time where it's just like, you know, the success and the me time? How do you do that, man? Because sometimes I feel like people burn themselves out and it's like it's all success, but then no family.
So another good question, balance. I am very much a stickler for balance. When I was very much younger, I would say that the balance was more work, less family, less playtime, because I was less successful and I wanted to be successful.
You had to lay that foundation.
Exactly.
Got you.
But today, I have more time to devote to my family and my personal relationships, and so I think that
crying
today,
now, laugh later.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Put in the work.
There you go.
It's not going to be easy in the beginning. It never is, and it shouldn't be, because if it was easy, you wouldn't appreciate it. If it was hard and you overcame a ton of obstacles, then later in life you look back and you say, I did that.
Man, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. Okay, so you guys, this is going to be the end of part 2. Stick around for part 3, you guys, because now we're going to see where we're going with all this. I'm going to continue this conversation. I'll catch you guys later. Man, the way you balance things, man, that's beautiful. I love it. I love it.